In last video, you see that there are some problems, right? And actually that problem is because the setting inside the skin modifier itself. So in this video, we are going to talk about what are options in skin modifiers that you should know. So you see that after I extrude the vertex for the leg, it caused this problem, right? And it makes your mesh look very weird. That is because in the skin modifiers, it have something called root. Root means the area that is the base of the whole mesh. And the root represent using the red line, red circle like this, you can see. That is mean that the current root is the vertex that I'm currently selecting it. So then I would like the root to be the center of the real mesh, which is this base around the waist. That's why I select the vertex. And then in the modifiers, in the skin modifiers, you will see a button called Mark Root. After you click that, now your modifiers will know that this one is the root, and it will no longer use the reference to the new created vertex. Then I do scale it down a little bit. And then I also scale this one down. So the shape start making good. I would say for this model, the hardest part is not the arm or foot, but the hardest part is around the center of the body, around the belly. So I will skip scaling this one first. Let's try to extrude the whole model first. So now I'm here, and then I extrude. In order to create, let's say I would like to go to the knee, and then I scale it down using Ctrl A, and then I extrude to around the ankle, and extrude again. So for this view, for the front view, you cannot see the whole picture of the ankle. You have to work in both front view and also the side view to get the perfect look. That's why I just extruded without changing anything. Normally, I extrude the ankle and have one for the very back part of your foot. And yeah, after that, I have the front part. So this one will not look perfect on the side. So if I switch, this will look good on the front, right? But from the side, it's not exactly. So let me add some vertex here. For the belly, you will see that after I do Ctrl A, I try to make it perfect, but it might not. And this one, I cannot really help. It's like a kind of skill. But one thing that you should know is all of these things are just vertex and edges in edit mode. It is mean that if you would like, you can do subdivide. You can do subdivide in edit mode by select two area, and then go to the two tabs. If you remember, the subdivide is here. Subdivide will create the new one. And the reason that I create more vertex here because you have more control over this location of the mesh. So you can do the Ctrl A to enlarge this area a bit. I would say try to avoid the complexity. You can do it by just move around if you can. If not, it's about the position and also the scaling. So you have to adjust this by yourself. Try your best. I'm not sure which one will be the best for this. Okay, I try to scale a little bit, but it's caused problem. So I move. So this one should be the best. But it's not that good. So these things are things that you have to adjust when you create a model. So the first thing that you have to adjust is you adjust and you check with your 3D mesh view. You will see that this one have the flip, so it's not good. So I would like to get rid of this by, I have to try to make this one better. There are several ways to do it, but it's a thing that you have to try to adjust manually, and it's quite take time. So the first thing that affects is the position, right? So you can try to move back and forth. The second one is the scaling. And if it does not work, the last one is you can add more vertex into it. So for this one, I would say, let's see. It looks not perfect, but it's quite okay. But I would say the thing that appear in the belly will affect you later. So now let's move to the side view. Let's leave it like this first. So the side view, I press number 3, and you will see that the position is not perfect. And for the position of the belly, it is quite hard to adjust, but you can try your best. So you try to move around. I will deal with it later. It's quite take time for the belly because it is the hardest part. The first one that I would like to move is the chest and arm, because you have to check on the side if the arm position is in the correct position. This one is white, and you will see that the arm in your model is a little bit bigger than the one in your drawing. That's why we have to scale down a little bit. But if you scale down here, the one in the front view will get the effects also. That's why if you are going to the side view, you can scale only in some axis. For example, I do Control A only in the y-axis. Actually, the axis here is not very the same as is. So you can try to scale, do Control A on the x-axis and y-axis to get the correct shape and also the position. You will see that these things are the position of the arm, and it's not that correct, right? The position on z-axis, you have to cross-check in multiple axes. Also, this one is the thumb. I would like to move the hand first. And it's quite manually adjustment. After you move, you have to check on the front view also if it's correct. Let's move back a little bit. And for the thumb in the side view, it should be pressed to the front. So I grab it, yeah, and that should be the correct. Then you check on the z-axis. So there are some flaws around here that I have to manage. So the flaws can be managed using both location and scaling. This one, I believe, I will try to scale it down. It should look better. Let's see. After you make change, you have to check with the X-ray mode. So this one looks nice, so you does not have the floor. Another thing is, after you check, you will see that the scale on the side is not correct. I mean, the scale on the, what they call, the horizontal line here. So I do Control A only in some axis. And not just that. So I try to make it like smaller like this.